Are you the type that has been battling yeast infection for a while? Or you have a whole lot of unnecessary discharge that you don't like? You've treated these over and over again, but it seems like it's not going. You kept on having recurring infection and you've gone to your doctor, you kept on treating and treating to no avail. Then let's just take a look out of the medical branch and let's take care of ourselves. So now I want to talk about our underwear. Underwear are very nice because they give a kind of comfort, they make the environment dry and give it a whole lot of protection. But then the way it is so nice putting on an underwear is the same way we need to talk about the hygiene of this underwear. The way you're taking care of your underwear is very, very important. So this is Wisdom Yard Online TV, and you all know this is Lifestyle Show with Ajomiko. I'm just here to let you be comfortable in your own lifestyle. Today we'll be talking about how to take care of our underwear properly, and this is specifically to my ladies because we tend to be the one that is very open to all sorts of bacterial and all these infections here and there. But before we start talking about this hygiene of a thing, let's talk about what material are you choosing. That is, are you choosing the right material? Are you wearing the nice panties, the right panties, not the one you feel like you want to wear? I understand the fact that you're this one that like the sexy laced pants. You want that beautiful print. You always want to wear something that when your man sees you, he goes haywire. You know, that kind of vibe. I do understand, but then you should think about your inner environment and how to take care of yourself, okay? So if it is not a cotton material, it is no for your vagina. Yeah. It is a very big no, because the environment needs something that can absorb the discharge, the sweat, as well as all sorts of things that can be happening in that environment. 100% cotton material tends to protect the environment so well than any other fabric. So there are some days that you really need to go freaky for your man. I'm not telling you shouldn't do that. I support that, okay? But whenever you want to do that, do not in any case go for any synthetic material like polyester or nylon material, okay? So you should always go for something more comfortable. You know, your sexy lingerie should be more comfortable and not just synthetic. So now we've chosen the right material. How do we take care of this cotton material that we've gotten? The very first thing you need to know is that when you get your panties, you've used it, the next thing after when you want to wash, please do not wash your panties alongside other clothes. You know, the dresses we wear, they tend to accumulate a whole lot of bacteria. So you washing your panties alongside with other fabrics can cause a transfer of bacteria from your clothes, your daily clothes, to your panties. And these panties are what stick to your vagina over a long period of time. So you don't want to expose your inner area to all this external bacteria, okay? So you should always make sure that you're washing it separately. And you washing it separately, make sure you're washing with a mild soap. The very next thing is that whenever you want to wash your panties, you shouldn't be in a hurry to do that. I see some people whenever they feel like they feel like that's the right thing to do. They just wake up in the morning, they pick their pants, boom, they are rushing. Fine, it's good, but then these bacteria are just they are undouched your panties and you want to let them go. So you should always soak your panties at least for 5 minutes before you wash, and always make sure you're soaking with water that is having like 30 degrees Celsius, like not more than 30 degrees Celsius. The next thing is that whenever you want to wash your panties, make sure that you soak for at least 5 minutes before washing in 30 degrees Celsius water. Like the degree of the water should be around 30 degrees Celsius, okay? So you should soak before, and make sure you are not using a scented detergent. Make sure it is less scented detergent, not all those high perfume detergents. They are not so good for your panties because they tend to accumulate a whole lot of things that you don't want to always put in your inner body. We don't even know what is going on in there. We just put our guesses. So we should always do everything the right way in order not to, not to have a whole lot of things that we don't want to have. All those diseases here and there, they are caused sometimes by us, and it's not everything that is sexually transmitted or everything that you sat on you use the toilet and that's how you got the infection. No, there are some things you caused by yourself. And if you have washed it, you have soaked it the right way, and you want to rinse, how do you even rinse your panties? The very first thing you need to do is that you need to rinse with a lukewarm water. That's the first step. You rinse with a lukewarm water, then after that, you move to a cold water. You rinse in the cold water in order to just let go of all these detergents that you've washed with. It would let go the remaining soapy particles and other residues. So it lets go of them. So after you've done that, you've rinsed the right way. Are you drying the right way? I understand the way it is in Nigeria. We can't spread our panties outside because we don't know who else is coming to use our panties to acquire the new bands. We don't know. So to avoid that, we all have decided to be spreading our panties indoor. But this is not so good. At least if you can just try this, whenever you want to wash, you're still washing, you have other clothes to wash your panties first. So when you wash your panties, the first thing you do, you spread them first. You spreading them, you're still washing and you're still outside. The person that wants to come and carry your pants will shall meet you outside. They will shall not carry your pants in front of you. So just do that. By the time you wash other clothes, your panties would have received the normal dryness that it should receive. So by then, just take it inside and store. You can still spread them indoor, but just make sure that there's this ultraviolet rays from the sunlight because it helps kill the bacteria. But now let's say you can't even do that. There's no how you can spread it in the sun. Make sure that you iron. It's very tasking, I know. Iron my panties? Yes, please. When you take them in, after it is, make sure you just iron those panties, especially the lining, the panty lining. Make sure you iron it very well. This also helps to let go of all those bacteria. So now you've tried all that I've said, but this yeast infection kept on reoccurring. Then you should please visit a medical practitioner because I am not a medical practitioner. I'm just giving you a normal underwear hygiene I feel you should take to in order to prevent the unforeseen circumstance. And now to my men in the house, please, I understand the fact that Givenchy boxer is very expensive and you've been wearing that particular one for like a week, 2 weeks. And you really need Shade to understand that you just bought it. She needs to know that you're a big boy. But please, wash that unders today, especially that you're brief. And you should stop wearing too tight briefs. They are not so good. Let your testicles, let them dangle, let them enjoy. It's not every time you just pack everything together. They're not so good for you, especially for sperm production, okay? So that is all I have for you all today. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll always come here to make you better. You all have to live a healthy lifestyle. And until next time, I remain Ayomiko. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe to every of our social media platform. Bye!